So, the age-old question. Whom is better? 6-star Zoro or Log Luffy? We're about to put that argument to rest today. So let's go ahead and just analyze this quote-unquote perfect Zoro team I've put together. So what we do is I have two 6-star Zoros. I have a 3D2Y times 6-star Zoro, which does the following. So it boosts by 2.5, or if you kill someone 3 times, so you'll most likely be killing someone, similar to Aokiji. So you will probably have 3 times all the time. And then his special, he is 2 times slasher booster when he's captain, which he is. So he fills 2 spots, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Takes it from a mockingbird. And just overall a buff. He adds 1.5 times HP too, making him a tank along with a coffin boat. And just strong HP, and you know what? Decent recovery for a slasher. We got Sanji at Sailor Bodhi Ignored. Locks the chain at 2.5 for 1 turn, so he's a mini raid boss Kizaru. And we can use Kizaru on that team because of it. We have Invasion Cavendish for the exclusive 2.25 orb boost. Unprecedented, never matched, ever. And then we have Kizaru for all matching orbs and Yellow Slasher, and Mihawk for Int Slasher, and to do that burst again, just with half the damage. With all the specials that we can use, we get 7 million damage at max, and 5.5 million at minimum. That is strength. That is power. For a rainbow team, that is a hell of a lot in every single slot. So, it's a pretty formidable team. Definitely earns a spot as one of the top 5 legends in the game. But now, instead of just singing Zoro's praises, we should take a look at this Log Luffy team. Now, some points I want to cover. Some people think that just because Log Luffy allows the player more versatility and quote-unquote more consistent damage output, that he is indeed better than 6-star Zoro, but I am here to beg the differ. So let's go ahead and get right on with that and analyze this Log Luffy team. Now, at first glance, you see that highest damage possible, 10.7 million. That is over 7 million, definitely. And the least amount of damage possible is 4.6 million. So obviously, this team is capable of much more damage than the Zoro team. I mean, sure, it has the minimum damage is lower, but the reward is much sweeter. But here is the issue. This may be a Log Luffy team, but this is more of a free spirit team. The issue with Log Luffy and his versatility is that his versatility is not properly utilized unless you stick to a color or a type and build a team around it. So go all strength or go all free spirit like I've done now. You're still restricting yourself to a class anyways. So what exactly is the point of that versatility when it's shat upon? And real quick, I'll dissect this team. Senior Pink, probably a new unit for most of you, randomizes orbs and boosts color affinity. So what that does is makes strength characters do 3 times damage to Dex, and instead of 2, and boost the damage you do to Quick also by 1.5. I don't exactly know how that works out. Half 1.5. It'll do about 0.75, which is 0.25 more. So, sure, it'll do more. We do Boa for stall and locking the chain at 2.5. 2 times Orb Booster Invasion Shanks. Plus also convert some orbs. And I got 6-star plus Sabo. Boost attack of Free Spirit by 1.75. And then if you hit 4 perfects, next turn's 2. And they have the 2 times multiplier activated. So that's that. That's the team. We also have Kuja Pirates ship just to run home that this is a Free Spirit team and is more of a Free Spirit team that really is a log Luffy team. Yes, he's captain, but it doesn't quote unquote capitalize on everything that Log Luffy has to offer. Let's look at a team that does, however. This next team, it's a rainbow team, just like the Zoro team, but it's also multi-class. And if you look at this, it is nothing but 6 stars. The broken characters, of course. We have the 1000 Sunny for rainbow boosts. We have Log Luffy for the damage and orbs. We have Sengoku, the 1.5 times boost to everyone. Although in this instance it could be replaced by Akainu since everyone's above 55 cost. Or 50 cost, but I digress. You have Blackbeard for the health cut, strong dex unit. Mihawk, same reason he's here on the Slasher team than he is on the Luffy team. Doflamingo for the orb boost and strongest quick hitter in the game. You're doing 4 million damage in 1 turn, max. And you are doing 3.2 million. The minimum. That is abysmal. Sure, you can have Mihawk try and wreck house with his 50% special afterwards, but this is not the best team, not at all. I have everyone max attack, cotton candy, I have all orbs, I have all specials, and it's really underwhelming. So unless you want to commit to a certain distinction, your rainbow team will not ever hit the sweet spots that Zoro hits. Plus, Zoro has a boat to go with it, the coffin boat, and a 1.5 times HP boost that he also gives. So you're looking at like 65, 60k, above 60k HP. What do you have? 23k, 24k, 20k. He is a tank. He is a tank. So Cavendish's special only works at above 50 HP, so they have to knock off 30,000 HP. And sure, I'll admit, there are debuffs that cut HP, and slashers don't exactly have the greatest recovery. That is a flaw. But Log Luffy has an even greater flaw. Oh, and sure, if you don't kill somebody in 1 turn, you lose 3 times attack boost. That's also a weakness. However, this weakness is not as imminent as Log Luffy's risk. As you all may know, Log Luffy requires a good, great, and a perfect before giving his 4 times attack boost. Here's the problem. Barriers are a thing. You have combo barriers. You have, but more importantly, you have hit barriers. Miss, good, great, perfect. I doubt there's a miss, but we're just gonna go with it. Good, great, perfect barriers. I'll give an example. The Whitebeard invasion. 5 greats, 5 goods, 5 greats, 5 perfects before you do any damage. With Log Luffy, achieving that is impossible. Unless you want to do literally 0 damage. Or just burst on that guy whenever you can. And if you miss the 3rd perfect, that meme with Gear 3, it's here with Log Luffy also, miss the 3rd perfect, you are screwed. This requires skill to use, and that's good for it's a quote-unquote broken character, it's good, there's balance. But, just like Ray, there is a specific debuff that shuts down this character. And if, in terms of quote-unquote broken characters or comparing characters, you want easy usability, and you want results. Well, in that case, what's the easiest thing to do in OPTC? Kill a character. What's one of the more skillful components of OPTC? The hits. Getting that down to a science. It's a shame. Here's another thing. Log Luffy, if you want to get rid of some of his weaknesses, you have to pair him up with a different friend captain. So, quite a lot of the time, he's leaning on the friend captain. You can't just go double log Luffy and just wreck house anymore. It used to be like that, but not anymore. He'll more than likely lean on his friend captain, like a friend Blackbeard to get through those barriers, or a friend Corazon to heal. You don't want to be using double 6-star. 2 different captains. You will most likely always want the same friend captain. OPTC really advertises that. You can do that with Double Zoro. Double Zoro is great. You can do that with Zoro. Log the Luffy, not so much. One last thing. Zoro, I'm using a really powerful team with this, but you could also use plenty of free-to-play subs with Zoro. You can use Story Mode Crocodile. You could use Arlong. You could use Raid Mihawk. You could use Raid Dofi. There are plenty, Raid Momonga. There are plenty of good, mind you, good free-to-play subs for Zoro. And even for rare recruits. There are decent rare recruits for Zoro that are easier to get than 6-stars. But for Log Luffy, we get a 6-star plus. We got rare recruit. We have an invasion, which you basically need 6 stars for anyways. You have a raid boss, which is relatively easy. But for a rainbow team, do not get me started. You need money. You need to put down dollars for a decent Log Luffy rainbow team. It's not worth it. He's not as good as he used to be. Face the facts. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this video will ever be distributed anywhere, but I just wanted to vent and brag to Law OPTC, at Law OPTC, Instagram, that I made a 14 plus minute video on this topic. And it is groundbreaking. Thank you. And goodbye. This is Aokuzan. Instagram at Aokuzan, AOKUZAN. Aokiji plus Kuzan. Signing out. Never signed in, but I'm signing out. Screw it.